Welcome to Alfredo Size 3 Taco Stream, where we are streaming TTS finals. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Right. Very early in the morning for some of us. Uh, so what, this is the first game of the top 16, or one of the first games in the top 16. Convocation versus Midnight Suns, which I'm sure everyone is an expert and knows exactly how this matchup should play out.
While we get into it, I think there's like a couple important things to point out about the rosters.
Okay.
First of all, this Midnight Suns player is a Midnight Suns player of taste. He's playing Venom over Carnage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
And
think
he's
we're
not
both on
just
the
like,
Venom train for Midnight Suns.
I don't know. I feel like so much of like Midnight Suns players were like, I'm gonna flop Carnage on the table, and he's pretty dumb with bump. Which, look, I will concede that he is, but like they're
Oh,
just
for
hoping
sure.
that Carnage wins them the game,
Yeah.
and he does sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I mean, yeah,
that's the thing he does.
sometimes he's just Carnage.
And the other really important thing to mention here is that Quinn does not have all you've got,
Right. He has med pack and field dressing for his two restricted cards.
which is wild to me. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe there's something I don't get, but like that card's broken in every faction that wants to kill people. I'm pretty sure Midnight Suns want to kill people.
I mean, so there's an argument that with like so Siege of Darkness is kind of an all you've got that doesn't have a downside in that it gets you a bunch of extra actions in one clump. And so maybe
What?
the thought process is that card does enough to keep him in the attrition that he doesn't need all you've got and can bring a different restricted card.
That seems wild to me. Why wouldn't like?
I mean, yeah, I would want to double down on more actions, more fun, but you know, I don't hate Medpack.
So this matchup's also really weird in that like Midnight Suns don't have a ton of physical attacks.
Oh, I guess that's true, huh?
Yeah,
Because Blade
like
really doesn't, Strange and Voodoo really don't. It's mostly Moon Knight.
yeah, and Iron Fist. So like Iron Fist and Blade only have 4 dice attacks. Moon Knight only has 4 dice attacks.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
I guess Black Cat has 4 dice attacks. Like
Yeah, but she
so.
doesn't, like, she's not rolling into your defense very often.
Yeah. Um.
I guess Venom, right? If we're on the Venom train.
Yeah. So I think like essentially, I think the question is like if he thinks he's going to bring Venom, maybe he'll bring Ironbound books. But if not, like he could probably leave it at home.
Sure, yeah.
I
So I
don't know
guess
how
this
good
is
it's
the
going to be.
priority roll that's happening.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't muted it. It's hard to.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know who won what. We'll find out.
I just barely missed it. He said that makes sense. I'm like,
Convocation got secures, it looks like.
okay, that's correct. Convocation has secures.
Okay, we've got hammers and intrusions. So a new scenario that I barely know to go with the matchup I don't know. Have you played much on intrusions yet?
I have 2 games on intrusions. It has funny interactions with Gwen.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Uh, I don't know. At least for the factions I play, walking through the portals is generally a trap.
Yeah. I mean, the faction you play of Web Warriors. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I'm not wild about using it in Brotherhood either, but
I think it kind of depends. I mean, I haven't played it, but I could see situations where Magneto needs to get from one flank to at least the center, and he has the health to spare.
I did it once thinking I was going to be clever. So I have 1 game on it with Webs, 1 game on it with Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the portal with Toad because Toad can go through the portal from 2,
Yeah.
right? And then I was like, oh, I'm going to jump to him. But then that 1 damage he took meant that he was like really killable.
Yeah. It is a huge cost. So what do you think they're going to do, 18 or 19?
Uh, so I think that they both prefer 19. I'd have to open the rosters.
Yeah, I only kind of remember.
Um, and hammers, I think, is just a straight flat scenario for almost every single team. Like very few teams dislike hammers. It's like just guardians, and like guardians are okay to play on hammers.
I do think the Midnight Suns have a slight edge on this one because of if they take like bump and R&D, they can do some grab and leave shenanigans if they want to.
Mhm.
Though I don't know if putting him on intrusions is actually kind of a clever way to make that less exciting, right? Because you're gonna want characters to stand on those side hammers anyways, because there's a point there. So while there are shenanigans available, I don't know if it's worth R&D to back up off a point that you're gonna have to put somebody on eventually.
I also think it's kind of wild that they're not on like Toad or something. That like
Oh,
Midnight Suns
instead of
aren't on Toad, so that
okay.
they can do like R&D him, bump, grab and leave. Because you need to be medium base or pick up from two
Oh,
to
sure, yeah.
walk medium and pick up
Pick
the
up and
thing
yeah,
with bump.
yeah. It's yeah, it makes sense to me.
Um, but again, I guess maybe it's Sequoia fits better into their attrition plan.
All right, well we've got one roster out.
Yeah, looks like we have Blade, Doctor Strange, Voodoo, what is that? Moon Knight
Moon Knight
and
and Baron
Zemo.
Zemo. Yeah,
So super attrition focused. All right.
yeah,
I mean, it
yeah.
makes sense. They're going to brawl in the middle,
Right, yeah. And
and
this is a pretty good brawling team, I think.
this is the best Moon Knight's ever going to be
Why do you say that?
because it's hammers.
Oh, sure, yeah, that
Like
makes
a
sense.
rapid fire character on hammers is where it's at. And then on the other side, we have Strange One, Doctor Voodoo, Ancient One, Okoye, and Enchantress.
Okay.
Uh, I think I like this overall. I think I like the Enchantress pick here in general
Okay. I was about
because
to say
of
I wasn't sure about Enchantress. Why are you on Team Enchantress here?
well, so he has three characters like best attacks are Mystic, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
right, so like
Oh, right. She just gets to live on her good
yeah,
defense pretty often.
yeah, like Blade's very bad at killing Enchantress. Like doesn't have
Yeah.
a throw, only has Mystic attacks,
Yeah, that's fair.
right? Also, Bump already taxes his power,
Mm.
and
Okay.
like on the characters that would want to pay for Enchantress's thing, it's going to be harder because they're going to be using Bump. I expect the Convocation player to spend most of the game on the other side of Bar with No Doors, on the back side of it.
The teleporting side or the
Yeah,
rerolls? Okay.
because it should counteract Bump,
Uh,
or for to a certain extent.
yeah, right. Like you can still bump and get the attack. You just can't bump and get two attacks.
Yeah. Although maybe with no Venom, I guess maybe there's more chance to stay on the other side.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see which one. I'm
And
just like a much bigger fan of the teleporting side in general, with my 0 games of Convocation.
me too. But also like I'm really high on like Venom in Convocation, and being
Right.
able to jump into range and then counterattack people, I think is great.
All right. So we've got Ancient One and Moon Knight in the middle. Zemo coming for the bottom hammer.
I am really surprised by this Moon Knight positioning. Like I think you should put Moon Knight on an edge because if he rolls that extra advance, you can just escape with a hammer for free.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right?
Maybe,
I
like
mean,
we said, the
it's only
escaping
like
isn't really a plan with the
like it's
dark portals underneath it.
like it's only 12% chance that you get it, but man, every time Moon Knight rolls it against it, he goes from like not a good character to an incredible character.
Really opens up what he can do on turn one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we should look at cards. We've got so Convocation is all you got in field dressing, bitter rivals, big surprises. R&D and Ironbound books came out, which turned out to be a good call with both Zemo and Moon Knight floating around, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Other side, we have a very similar lineup of Advanced R&D, Medpack, Field Dressing, Bitter Rivals, and then Siege of Darkness. So both playing Advanced R&D, I think, is kind of interesting.
The card's effing bananas, dude.
No, it's a great card. Yeah, like I'm not saying, oh, what are they doing? This is awful, right? I just think I'm curious to see what Zach does with it in particular. Like I can think of a bunch of cool Midnight Suns turn 1 shenanigans you can do with it. I don't know what shenanigans it opens up. Oh, actually, that's not true. I do know because Zach
Yeah,
told me last night.
there's like the ancient one,
Yeah,
like
so
grab
Ancient
objective
One
and leave.
can teleport 2 forward, walk forward, grab a thing, back up.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not really deployed to do that, so I don't think we're going to be seeing that today.
It is worth noting here that I think the Midnight Suns player is really all in on his Siege of Darkness turn because of it's like Zemo's functionally a support piece. Like it does, like obviously he does other stuff, but he's mainly a support piece here to make his Siege of Darkness turn better, and then every other character can be affected by Siege of Darkness because he's like pretty close to Mono Suns.
Yeah.
So
I think he's setting up for a big wombo on that turn.
I think a lot of this game is going to come down to can he time Ironbound books on the Siege of Darkness turn, or can Quinn avoid pulling the trigger on that on the turn where his shields are up?
Yeah, that's going to be. Although I guess again, Ironbound books on Siege only would affect Moon Knight.
Oh, I guess that's true, right?
So like.
I always forget that it's not energy attacks too.
Right. Yeah, it's an easy one to miss. So I actually don't. I guess I initially agreed with you, but now I think you're just wrong and an idiot.
Oh yeah. I mean, generally against Convocation, at least when I play against them, like it's can you force them to pop Ironbound books turn 2 and then not commit?
Yeah.
Or still just like kind of chip away and not put your stuff in too much danger while their shields are up.
Absolutely. No, I agree. Almost always playing into Convocation is playing a dance around Ironbound books, but Quinn here has come up with a pretty clever team to not have to deal with that. So it looks like we're seeing Zemo bump forward. I assume he's going to get R&D to power at some point to go pick this up.
Yep, that's exactly what's going on. Power's coming off Strange.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Paying for the bump, paying to pick up the hammer.
Yeah, and then he's going to run, I assume.
Yeah, get the reroll bubble back to safety, get a hammer to safety. I actually like this a lot with his deployment because now Strange, like if some Convocation, if Zach puts someone on that portal, Strange can at least try to push them off of it. And even if he's not planning to score it, he can stop his opponent.
He can do it. I mean, I think we'll see. Hopefully, Zach will just put something on that as his last activation.
Sure. Yes. I mean, that's the counter to that. So now we're seeing Enchantress coming and getting the free hammer on this side before Voodoo can get it. Kind of the opening you'd expect on hammers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, right. Which side is the Convocation leadership on? It is on the teleporting side.
Are you allowed to pick the side it starts on?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the.
I think we're gonna see it sit on this side until Siege of Darkness is gone.
I could see that, yeah, because then
you have to spend for Siege of Darkness across the entire thing, and then he's gonna slowly Circle of Cosmos out of range of some of those. Like he's gonna be able to. It's gonna be hard for him to put all the attacks into one character.
Yeah, definitely. He'll have to work fairly hard to set that up. But yeah, the second paragraph of Bar in the Door says you can place it with any side facing up at the start of the game.
Moon Knight got extra power on his die roll.
Yes, so multiple personalities. Put that up on the screen down at the bottom there. You roll a die. Oh.
So he's bumping forward, grabbing the thing, and now he's, I guess, going to run over and shoot.
Gunshot, yeah. Alright, so he can bump forward to pick it up, so he still has an action when he lands here, so he will throw some crescents.
Okay, so I guess that's why he deployed him centrally instead of...
Because, like, Moon Knight really wants a hammer, right? This character gets pretty crazy pretty quick with one.
Yeah, and, like, he probably gets grab, hammer, walk to point on, like, half the faces then, right? Because it's blank, shield, and crit.
Yeah.
That he gets to do this, so half the time he just gets to go make attacks with a hammer.
Alright, well, missed the rapid fire, and Enchant just rolled good block, so...
Yeah.
Nothing doing, but...
Zach's kind of waffling on what to activate here.
I'm going to turn the top-down thing on, now that I remember that. Makes this a little more readable.
You don't want to go in for big cinematic swoops?
I mean, I will, but that's only when cinematic things are happening.
I'm not wild about this voodoo activation.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking, right, that we wanted to save that for last, but maybe Zach just wants to keep his guns, you know what I mean? Like, Voodoo's not going to make an attack turn one almost ever. So
yeah, I would rather him put Okoye up here, or even like put Okoye like not quite on the point, and set up for a bodyguard.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have to play advanced R&D for that, but
yeah.
I
guess the counterpoint to this is that like Zach very clearly has the top portal well in hand, right? Like Voodoo can tie him on it, but without some absurd dice on the one attack he can make, isn't going to be able to get her off of it.
Yeah, I think he just double walks.
Does he pick up from 2 or 3 actually? From 2. Okay, yeah, I had that right. So he can't throw her off of it very easily without Strike getting a bunch of power. Yeah, so I think he just contests it.
He can. Assuming that he can fit on the bugle at max distance, he should be able to just make attack against her if he wants to do that. But I would just double walk onto the point.
Well, the wonder is, can he walk, attack, bump onto the point? I think
almost certainly.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think that's what he's going to go for, because then if the attack spikes to a bunch of power, he's got maybe he can throw her off of it.
Should have bump walked instead of walk bump.
Oh, yeah, I think a bump would have gotten to the walk going past the building. Because he has flight, so he doesn't have to climb. Yeah. I mean, I think this will still get him where he needs to be in the end.
Because bump doesn't have to be first, right?
Yeah, you can do
just anytime.
Anytime, yeah. Woo, there's a voodoo roll.
Chimney crickets.
Okay, well, when I said it was unlikely...
Oh, and he got the extra power, too.
Yeah. And a sap.
Cool. I mean, it's not going to matter. He gave her a bajillion power.
No, well, just voodoo is going to be on also a bajillion power.
Oh, yeah, and he's going to... So now he has... Wow, what a disaster.
Yeah. Did 4 damage, plus the sap, plus...
He's going to get to score the point, too.
Yeah, because now he's
going to... If he can bump onto the point, he can throw her off.
Yeah. Hell, he can bump onto the point and just possess her. He has so much damn power.
7 power out of nowhere. Yeah, wow. He shouldn't. Should he have 7 power?
Yeah, he did 4 damage. He had 1 for the turn. He had 1 for the sap, and he got 1 for the skull.
So that's 7. He has to spend 1 for the bump.
Yeah, he hasn't bumped yet because Zach is looking at his leadership teleport, seeing if that can get him anywhere that'll make it harder for Voodoo to do what he's trying to do.
Oh, so Voodoo didn't open with the bump. He walked first.
Yeah, he walked first.
Right.
You and I were saying maybe.
Yeah, he should have bumped first. Yeah.
So here's the bump. Yeah, so now can either throw her or possess her if he wants to take the hammer off of her.
Yeah, he's possessing.
Yep, I think that makes sense. When you got when you got the power for it, you might as well get your free hammer. Pays to pick up the hammer, and is done. So now with possession, Enchantress doesn't contest the point, and can't hold objectives.
What an absolute blowout. Freaking Marvel dice doing it super hard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it makes sense to make that attack, right? You get even a little power opens up new options, but when Voodoo spikes, he gets to do so much.
I think this should be an advanced R&D here.
Yeah, definitely now with how bad that top side kind of went. It's not like
We got
Okoye is gonna
advanced
have a
R&D,
gunshot.
double walk Okoye to guarantee that point.
Yeah. So I wonder if Strange. Oh no, his Strange can't bump because he was the one who got R&D'd.
Mm-hmm.
Because I say if Strange could bump here, he might be able to bump and shoot both, but that's not happening.
I don't think he's playing the advanced R&D. Because he's like trying to body block Voodoo.
Yeah, I mean, there's like that lamppost trying to jam stuff in there, which might do it. I mean, he's scoring the point. Either way. Right, Strange either has to walk to contest or shoot once, so I don't think he needs it. I think saving the card ultimately is right. Here's gunshot. I assume into Okoye.
Jiminy crickets,
yeah,
dude.
Good start.
This is some hot dice on Quinn's side.
Yeah, we're good. Gets 2 through and his bonus power. And we'll get to move Okoye wherever he wants.
And then here comes the bars with no door place.
Here's an interesting thought from our chat. Do you think Voodoo should have thrown either the car or the bugle at Enchantress to try to KO her instead of possess her? Because he can throw size 3 when he has the... Yeah. Because he still has priority, so if he dazes her, he still gets the hammer, he gets the point, and then could potentially just try to get her off the board top of the next turn.
It's again one of those things of like if you fail that, it's a it's a huge point swing, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just take the guaranteed.
Yeah. But boy, the payoff is good. So Strange bumps onto the point to at least contest it. Now Convocation Strange is looking to see if he can shoot enemy Strange and get him back off the point. Didn't look optimistic about it, so now he's looking at Voodoo, which I think is even worse distance-wise.
Strange was able to bump onto the point. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a really good opening turn for Quinn.
Yes.
Just freaking Marvel just feels like that sometimes, though, man. Like,
So it looks like Ancient One's probably going to walk, and teleport onto the point. Is my guess.
yeah, I mean, she should be really good at dodging Voodoo. He's just going to play for points here.
Trying to stay outside of 4 of Moon Knight to make his life a little harder. Though again, Moon Knight, if he wants to attack her, can just bump into.
Yeah, he just bump in. But I mean, might as well make him spend the power.
Yeah, no, yes, yeah. Like part of playing into Midnight Suns, I think, is just making them bump as much as possible so that their power economy isn't as good as it could be.
And you want to make him bump so that you can bump out.
Yes, also true. Yeah, especially with the Convocation. I wish the Convocation teleport had a cuter name than Circle of the Cosmos. It feels weird calling it a bump, but I think everybody's just going to call it a bump.
Right. It's also weird because it has like their leadership has 3 names.
Yeah, yes. So Blade double walks to the center portal. Oh, and is trying to teleport.
I think that's a wild decision.
Yeah, this feels...
Because does Strange fit on that truck?
The size 4 truck? I believe so.
Well, so if Strange fits on the truck, I don't hate this because then he's really likely to just end up not standing on the portal.
Oh,
Whereas
I see
it doesn't
yeah.
matter which one he ends up here on because there's
Oh,
no way
good
Strange
point.
isn't going to
Yeah.
pick up that hammer.
Yeah. Okay, alright, yeah.
I'm not sure it's worth the 1 damage on Blade, but
I mean, Blade is a character who's good at getting healing off some chip damage.
oh, also, I actually think leaving Enchantress alive is correct there. So what I think this is going to be is he's going to want to go to the Strange portal, and then he's going to open with Siege of Darkness. And if Siege of Darkness has Voodoo kill Enchantress, I think he's in a really commanding lead.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thought was if you dazed her that, like, Siege might just kill her anyways, with Moon Knight and Voodoo being able to attack her.
Oh, he's coming over on this side. Okay.
Yeah, so I think he is setting up for the Siege next turn.
Does Voodoo hit, or does I don't know if I like this. I'm not sure that Moon Knight has good targets to open up with, and if you don't get Ancient One here, like he probably gets to activate Enchantress. Yeah, it does look like Strange What's on top.
Alright, so Strange looking, sees he can't hit Blade, and I think is going to try to be within 4 of Blade for next turn, but on the center point to try to even out the VPs a little bit. Okay, yeah, I like the Blade teleport.
Yeah, I think the real issue is just that like he doesn't have siege power to start with Blade. So it's almost certainly going to be a Blade activation, take a swing at like Ancient One, try to get fair. 1 power, try to play Siege. I don't know. It's not like...
But I think you're right that like Blade standing in the middle wasn't going to do anything either, so... score 4 to 2, 3 hammers, and the 1 point.
Versus 1 point and 1 hammer.
And 1 point and 1 hammer. Yep, center point and hammer. That's a very exciting turn 1. Okay, yeah, so Voodoo's recalling the brother Daniel, which I think is a smart thing to do.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think there are very rare circumstances where you don't just always do that.
In the power, yeah, getting to be able to pull it back for 0 power, right? Because when you choose to do it during the turn, it's 2 power, which it can be a lot. And I think you just want your shield to back up almost all of the time.
I think the only time you don't do it is when you have like severe numbers advantage, and you're like, I don't care if Voodoo dies. If this character can't score, I win the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's like the situation you don't do it in.
Agreed. So we've got Power Phase, looks like it's done. Convocation staying on the teleport side of the leadership, at least so far. Which, yeah, we talked about that until Siege comes down. We don't expect that to change. Here's Quinn reading that leadership. I guess probably playing.
He's asking if he's staying on that side.
He is. Okay, cool.
Because I believe he has to change it in the power phase, right?
He does, yeah.
I also think he should have put Strange. Should have committed Strange much closer to Blade. I think there's good odds that Blade bumps out of Strange's range here, and Strange is pretty sad because right now I think he can only attack Blade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some attack going on here. Moon Knight paid and is shooting Enchantress.
I think this is a really interesting choice. So this is probably no Siege of Darkness plan then.
Dazed Enchantress.
Forgets the.
Oh, he forgot his personality, didn't he?
Yeah. They're talking about whether or not he gets to rewind it, and I believe it's a must.
It doesn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a must, but we'll. Yeah, that's what the judges are for.
Yeah. Yeah, the judge is ruling that he's got to do it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, doesn't say may anywhere in there, so that's a pretty easy one. Yeah, so probably not a siege here then, especially with how well that worked. Gets the bonus advance.
Yeah, that's the best possibility because if he rolls the extra dice, he's already wasted it.
Yeah, no, and he's out of targets at the moment since he already dazed Enchantress. So
he's got a bump and a free advance.
yeah. I was so now he's got the advance is really good for him here. All right,
it's
wall crawler. I always forget.
Yeah, I guess that's why he's in Web Warriors. Everyone with wall crawlers is a Web Warrior.
Yeah. So hops over the building and is going to take a shot at Ancient One, who does not have the power to pull him in yet with winds. Hey, there's a bad roll. Ancient One also not rolling hot, but has rerolls.
Nope.
Oh,
and
boy.
she's skull locked. Oh my god, man. Ripperoni.
And even Moon Knight's bad roll still got him the rapid fire here, so.
Yeah.
So Ancient One could pull him in here.
I think you do pull him in here.
Yeah. I mean, the thing to be worried about is if you pull him in. Oh no, you don't have to worry about siege because he's not gonna have. Oh no, he would have the power for it. So like pulling him in might mean he gets to siege a bow staff into someone.
But I mean, I still think with the thing you want to siege a rapid fire, right? Like that siege is absolutely going into Ancient One. You want her in Martial Artist.
Yeah, you're right. No, you definitely pull here.
There we go. She's got a block.
She's got a reroll coming. Average from.
Still 3. Oh my gosh.
I guess it's above average with 5 dice, but yeah. Reroll.
He's got 2 blocks.
There we go.
Okay, takes just the 1.
Yeah, this is, I think, a lot of how Ancient One goes with her 2 dice. She gets chipped a little bit, but Moon Knight's paying a power to bump.
And hopping on the point. I think that's to be expected.
Yeah.
I don't know who you go after here with Ancient. I don't know if I think you go with Ancient One because you got to try to win that flank.
Or do you go with Doctor Strange to get Blade before Blade leaves?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe you go with Doctor Strange and a Blade. I mean, there's a hammer there. Like, it's his weak defense.
Yeah,
can't reroll against it. He has 1 less die.
Yeah.
Maybe you just 2-tap him and try to send him to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that better. That's assuming that like Ancient One lives through being 2-tapped by Brother Voodoo,
which she's pretty good at.
Only got 4 hit points.
Yeah, but it's
5 dice
5
reroll
too. Like at some point you have to believe Ancient One will stay alive. I think especially with how this game has gone so far.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, and Voodoo has a hammer. Like.
Oh. By the way, you have been corrected in chat. Doc Ock is a character with Wallcrawler, who's not a web warrior.
No, I said it backwards. It said all the web warriors have Wallcrawler. It's not all Wallcrawlers are web warriors. There's plenty of Wallcrawlers without. And actually, that's also untrue because of Black Cat. But she's got a grappling hook.
Yeah, that's the same thing,
Before
right?
I get corrected again.
Oh, yeah. Somebody just tried to correct you, but I think you got there first, so good job. So Okoye is moving up to try to, I guess, stab Doctor Strange, probably to get power. I'm not sure what Zach is looking for here.
What is this?
Okoye up and is attacking Doctor Strange.
I think this is a wild decision.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Uh,
I guess maybe his hope is that he commits to Ancient One in some way, and Ancient One takes 3 damage here and lives, so he can resurrect Enchantress.
Going for the long con on the field dressing. All right.
I think that's a pretty wild decision, though.
Even still, I'm not sure why you wouldn't have Strange get his shots in. And I thought Okorie's spot was a totally reasonable place to be. Well, here we go. This is either Blade or Voodoo attack an Ancient One.
No, this is yeah. This is well, she's oh, he's
good.
forgetting. Why isn't he taking his rerolls?
Because I don't think it matters.
Oh, because he's
the blanks don't count here because it's Mystic.
Yeah, it's because of Pierce.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I just think like you actually had to go with Strange or Ancient One there. And it's a huge punt.
So Blade is teleporting through the portal.
Okay.
Why not, right?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, he's got a whole action left.
He's
going through the wrong one.
I don't know which was the right one, but we'll find out soon. Okay,
I think you got to put him next to Strange because otherwise Strange doesn't do anything.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely like he was trying to get down to the bottom fight, didn't get there. He's trying again.
Bottom portal is just an absolute disaster. Or top portal on your screen.
Yes. So interacted with a different portal, so he's allowed to try again, and now he ends up where he wants to be.
Blade having taken 3 damage from portals.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if that catches up to him or not, but with the way things are going, I don't think it's gonna be a huge deal, right? Like, the attrition has gone so well everywhere else, I don't think a couple hit points on Blade is gonna...
I guess, actually, Strange isn't that, like, locked out of attacks. He can just go through the portal.
Yeah, but he would like to not... Oh, boy, here's a Blade Strike that's...
My God.
Oh, boy.
That freaking...
I think this is...
Well, one of those dice trays rolls hits, and one of them doesn't roll blocks.
Well, the good news is since he dazed Okoye, he doesn't have to put bleed on Okoye, which means he doesn't get to heal anything.
Sure. The good news.
Alright. So Convocation has 2 models to activate.
I think you go through the portal and try to put Voodoo down. I don't know.
I think I would... Yeah, I mean, there's an argument I would make, maybe just, like, go through the portal and just try to hit Moon Knight, because it's a little easier, right? And the goal of being to get field dressing power up. Because I think he really wants a field dressing this turn.
I think you... So if it was me, I'd go through the portal, hit Voodoo, and see how it goes. And if it goes well, look for an all you've got to clean up that side, and then res somebody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Right? And that gives you... Because that puts 3 hammers on that side of the board.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then you can start... Okay, yeah.
I guess then you risk, like, Strange just coming through the portal and one-tapping that person, but you're kind of in a bad way no matter what.
I mean, he can just sit on the field dressing. I guess then Strange could come through the portal and just separate the field dressing.
No, he can't because of all you got, right? Like, if
oh,
we're
right. Yeah,
all you got play.
All you've got play. Yeah, okay.
Well, expect to see Ironbound books next
Voodoo's
turn.
going through a portal. Not the one you wanted, though.
Yeah.
I think this totally makes sense to abandon the bottom side of this board, basically.
Yeah, there's no points over there. There's just the Zemo and
the hammers getting concentrated.
All right, and he gets to go through the right one this time.
Why did Voodoo gain in power there?
I don't know. Did he roll a skull on the first one?
No. Oh, they're correcting it. There, he just clicked the
Okay.
wrong thing.
Oh, yeah, it was supposed to be a second damage.
Yeah, that's what I figured, and just a misclick. All right. So Voodoo's coming through. He's gonna punch somebody. Oh, attacking Moon Knight. Moon Knight paid for his defensive tech that I always forget about.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, no saps, because there's no power to sap,
Mm-hmm.
but a reasonable hit all the same.
2 damage through.
Turned his defensive tech back on, unfortunately, but...
Yeah, it's a shame that he didn't get 1 more power off that, because then he could make him drop the thing and then have it for the next attack. I think he's just doing it again. Maybe
Yeah.
we're looking at all you've got play here.
Oof.
My God. Quinn's dice are just so hot.
Yeah, that's a good number of blocks, but he gets the sap that can't do anything, and the skull power.
Well, the sap should do stuff now.
No, because
right?
he keeps paying for his
Oh, because
defensive
he keeps
tech.
paying for the defensive
Yeah.
tech.
It's really...
He's putting Brother Voodoo out and picking up the
Moon Knight.
thing.
He had... Yeah, 4 power, which is 3 to possess and 1 to pick up. Would you have...
No, there's like his voodoo just trivially moves the.
Takes it back, right?
I thought you were gonna say field dressing. Like I think he just trivially separates the field dress.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he has to roll a skull or a wild or do a damage.
Yeah, all right, fair.
Like it's probably like 90% or something. With 2 attempts at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm worried that he may have left himself nowhere to teleport to.
Oh, it's strange. I was just thinking that same thing. Yeah. I think you're absolutely right. I think Voodoo should have just been like on the portal in the center of that mosh pit.
Mm-hmm.
Though I guess it also prevents the Midnight Suns player from coming over there too.
It looks like a small base can stand in the middle.
Yeah.
So if Zemo wants to come over, he can.
That's true. Do you know what this is? I assume it's like Voodoo Punch and Voodoo.
Yeah, this is exactly what's going on.
Gets his skull power. Doesn't get any damage through though, which is cool to see. Alright, 6 dice because Voodoos have hammers.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this looks like 1 damage through, but a shit ton of power. I guess nothing to sap, so that's something. They both get skull power.
Yeah, man, just like
What a cool character.
oh, he's got the place now. I think he should. I think he should use it to make room for Strange.
Well, so chat just brought up a thing that we both forgotten about. If you teleport, you have to drop your extract. So I don't think he actually plans on Strange going through this portal at any point.
Oh. Yeah.
And same for Zemo. I think.
Fair enough.
I guess Zemo might, because he has plenty of people down there to collect that hammer, but...
Oh boy, here comes the bugle at no Brother Daniel token.
Oh, yeah.
Voodoo.
Alright,
Oh,
crit.
Crit.
You like to see that? Let's go, Voodoo.
He needs a block here.
Nope.
Nope. Dude, this game's running away from Zach.
Yep. So that is a dazed Voodoo. Voodoo picks up Voodoo's hammer.
Yeah. Zach's saying he's in quite the hole here. Like, yeah. Yeah, you are, buddy.
Yeah.
Turns out when somebody walks up and just gets to like kill your characters every time he makes an attack, you're in trouble. Especially on hammers where they just cascades.
I mean, the good news, he does get priority, which is
He does
helpful.
get priority. He probably has
I don't
know if he has a really good anything here.
No, I think right here, but like he can stabilize next turn if things start going well, right? He
Yeah.
has made it fairly difficult for more things to join this top fight. He has the numbers advantage, and like you said, all the hammers are up there. So if he can
Hmm.
start doing good work up there, like the VP lead, I don't think is going to get too big. So I don't. I think there's ways Convocation can stabilize from here, but boy howdy,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
some work to be done.
He in some trouble.
But he's got an all you've got enchantress for some people to beam.
Yeah, but I mean, Siege of Darkness is still in the tank. Like he's done
Yeah,
all this without the card that lets him do this.
right.
Right?
Yeah, I mean
Like
none of them have used any of the like big swing cards yet.
this is like when like Wakanda scores the researcher on you 3 times and still has Wakanda or Wakanda Forever in the tank.
Yeah.
I think I lost this game, guys.
Okay, so he's walking in range of Voodoo while staying on the point. I'm assuming to collect his VP. Shooting. There's a shot.
All right.
No blocks on Voodoo either, so.
Well, he's gonna need it. Oh, extra power.
Does he go for the reroll here to try to one shot?
He's saying he's not going for it.
Okay.
I think you probably should.
I would, because it's only 4 with the 2 crits that didn't turn into much, right? He got 4 of 8.
Right, the issue is you got to roll 2 higher. Like his odds to actually daze there are super low, whereas
But I
like
don't.
4 damage is decent.
Is there like what if he only like 3 damage versus 4 damage doesn't seem meaningfully different, right? Like even if he rerolls into not much.
Well, if he's going for, I don't think he goes for all you got here. I think it's such a bad call.
Yeah, I definitely would not.
So yeah, I don't know.
So he used the push from the attack.
You don't think that? No, that's voodoo there. Never mind. I was thinking. I wonder if there's like a trap here being set with Circle of Cosmos and field dressing. If he walks up and shoots his strange. Man, he's just in a lot of trouble here.
I do think that it would be. I mean, I can't. My eyeball says yes. That would work. So he's
Man, I don't know what
setting
he's
up the
doing with this
beam, but now he's
push.
going this way.
So this is probably not going to be Enchantress activating first.
I wouldn't think so. All right.
Guess it's going to be
in.
Strange trying to kill Voodoo at the top of the next turn, I guess is his plan.
I guess so. So Midnight Sun Strange is teleporting. He gets what he wants. Takes his damage. Where do you think he's going?
I mean, I think you got to go after Strange here.
I think he tried to go on the top point. Yeah. So like I think from here he can still shoot other Strange, and he can then have his defensive bubble.
But this doesn't score him points. I guess Zemo could just double walk to that point if he needs to, but.
Well, I think he also is trying to heal.
He's heal Voodoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the yeah. Strange is shooting Strange. Strange is boosting his defense.
Yep.
A lot of mirror matches in this game. Not a great roll from either side.
I mean, other one's above average. Strange attack is above average, or like exactly average.
Yeah.
3 hits on 4 dice.
Yeah, that's true.
Or 5 dice.
I guess I'm just used to Quinn's dice being a lot more exciting than this.
Yeah. Right? It's a pretty soft roll from Quinn's there.
I mean, the important thing is he got the push.
Yeah, he got the. Yeah. Getting the 1 damage there is. Yeah, he is just in trouble.
Would it be agree for him to go for like a siege on Strange here?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think he's so like the argument to go for siege here is that then you're not sieging into books, but like you're sieging for a days.
Yeah, and again, books isn't a huge deal for the siege.
And I think you want to siege for some knockouts next turn, even if you do it into books.
I agree. So that was the Convocation. Bump backwards a little bit. Strange is shooting Strange again. Strange his defense. Okay. Again, not exciting rolls on either side. They're thinking about rerolls. Midnight Suns has to reroll first, and they decide to. Yep, that paid off. Convocation Strange doing the same thing with some Eye of Agamottos. Also helped. Alright, so
Yeah.
same net result. Though Convocation Strange got a shield, which he didn't have on his first roll, so ever so slightly better. And another point. I think trying to put Strange someplace where Zemo can get to him. Oh, interesting. Strange is going portal hopping again.
Yeah, he's going to try to score the middle. I think you should have put him in the middle to start. But...
Well, he really wanted to heal on Voodoo.
Oh. Yeah, right, the heal on Voodoo.
Yeah, which I think was correct. And he decides,
decides not. Yeah.
Zemo's looking at what Zemo can do.
I mean, I think you just go score the points here and put scenario pressure on.
Yeah. I forgot he didn't have power for Steel Rush. It'd be cool if you could, like, Steel Rush Strange on his way through here, but... Nope. Just has to go double walk, which, yeah, I think you absolutely just get the points. It's free real estate. All right, that's that's a hell of a turn too. Zach scores one.
Casual 6 points.
Zach scores, yeah, just a 1. Hey, let's get that straightened out. And then yeah, 6 points for Midnight Suns.
He's in so much trouble.
Yes.
So this has got to be books to open up. I mean, like, he did this, like, yeah, Quinn's dice are insane here, but that Okoye activation did him no favors.
Yeah, I think I think Quinn has played it very well to get to this point, and then the dice have helped along.
Interesting. Flipping the leadership here.
Yeah.
I guess you kind of have to.
Yeah, I think
you just need your characters to activate.
Happen. Yep. And the defensive side too. So there's the Ironbound books. So the upside, like, I think Enchantress can bow Voodoo and then beam 3 characters a bunch. And that seems like a good way to swing things back the way you want them to go. And here comes a bow.
Yeah, they're saying that he measured it earlier, so he's not going to bother.
Yeah.
But he's definitely in. Like.
Yeah. And if the players agree, that's kind of what matters. But maybe he can't actually beam all 3. Oh wait, no. This is still old Enchantress who can bow multiple things.
They can bow everybody all the time.
I'm still in testing new Enchantress mode.
It looks like he's able to do it without hitting... Oh no. What are you doing? Okay. That looks like that's... Oh yeah, okay, I see what's going on. He's just trying to finagle it. Yeah, now he's moving Moon Knight. Here we go. Taste the balance, everyone.
Do you think he bid Arrivals here?
I mean, I think you do. Like, you got to counteract the Strange Bubble on the 2 important characters, so you play it.
I mean, he doesn't have a ton of power to Strange Bubble.
Well, he's going to be being hit.
Yeah, just roll a lot of saps.
Okay. It's like not a plan.
It's not a good plan, but it is a plan. Oh, Voodoos are remembering if they want to take their tokens back. Convocation Voodoo does. Take the Brother back. Here's the bit of Rivals coming from Okoye because it's a balanced card.
Yeah.
Where to
I don't even want him to restrict it anymore. Just ban it. Yeah. I'm so done with this card.
Yeah, I think everyone.
I think
watching
or playing. Strange. I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
You need to get Strange and Voodoo here.
Yeah, I think I would have put it on Moon Knight.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't. I mean, like, it 100% doesn't go. Like, Voodoo is the worst call.
Yes,
Strange probably second worst. Maybe he just doesn't think he can get strange,
Yeah, it could be that, or it could be like if
or that he
because he
has
has
the throw on strange, so that's going to be enough to put it over the top.
he's also might be thinking ahead to like field dressing, right? And like a Moon Knight under bitter rivals does not have very good attacks, right? So if they field dressing the Moon Knight, then Moon Knight's crackback is not super thrilling. All right, so here's a beam. Decent start.
All right, all right.
Oh.
One. Whatever. It's on Moon Knight. He's only got a.
Yeah.
He's got plenty more attacks.
Yep. We're gonna be here for a while watching this.
What a balanced character! I can't believe they like changed almost none of this aspect of it.
I mean, this is why we're all hoping bitter rivals goes away, and all you've got, because then this isn't as bad. So strange boosts defense on this one. I think it's into voodoo.
Yeah, I think you save all your boosts for voodoo and strange.
Yep, 1 damage sneaks through and a sap.
Voodoo gains 1 off the skull.
Right. Yes. Okay. So then this is gonna be into strange, who doesn't have any penalty because rivals is on him.
Ooh.
All right. All right.
Here's the spikes.
We hope. Let's see these crits turn into some action. Ooh, baby.
Oh, boy.
You love to see it.
That's 4 damage on Strange. I think he throws the car at Strange before the next beam here now.
I think I would just keep beaming.
Oh, really? Because the shields drop off.
Oh, right. You want to turn off. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you need it. Plus, you're at max power. Like, why not?
Yeah. No, you're right. I agree. Yep. He's looking for it. That's measuring the throw.
Is it a medium throw?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's Magic Asgard. It's just expensive and only size 2, but it's pick from 3 and throw medium, so it's a totally acceptable throw.
It's just, yeah. All right. Well, that's exactly what he's doing. Got him.
Got him. Yep. Even with the crit, wouldn't save him, and he cannot. I have Agamotto
definitely,
on dodges. So, yeah, that's the start.
I mean,
Zach
I was
wanted
wrong.
to see.
Better Rivals definitely worked out on that character. Like.
Yeah. Yep. All right, beam number 2 into Moon Knight. Oh.
Brutal. Whiffaroonie.
That's the way these things go, but. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Whatever. I think getting Strange is I mean, no, he needs to get.
He's got all you got here, I think.
Yeah, he has to. Like, sorry, Enchantress, but you've got to accomplish this. It's going to be tough because he's going to be really careful with where he drops these, that Blade doesn't show up and scoop up a bunch of hammers and murder his team.
Yep, there's all you got.
I think you just put him as far from the portal as possible. Because, like, Blade can, like, jump through the portal and bump.
All right, well, there's a dead Moon Knight.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
He's got to get voodoo here.
Yeah. All right. All right. 1 gets through. We're getting there. I think you go for the enthrall here, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. You don't have the other target anymore.
Yeah, I mean, both sides get 2 extra dice, but that's still better for the attacking side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and he picks up the reroll.
Oh, right, with the leadership. Yeah, because it's only missing. Ooh,
oh, he's
baby.
not going to need it.
No. Goodbye.
Good night, Prince.
Mr. No wild effects and no shenanigans there. There's the days comes out. Here are the hammers.
He's got to be super careful with this.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what Convocation needed.
I mean, it was expensive, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, as the Midnight Suns player, I don't think you're unhappy with this.
Now, let's see if he does the play. He should go portal hopping here with Enchanters and bow everyone away from portals if he can. Because He's dead anyway. The damage
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
matter. He doesn't
absolutely.
care what portal he goes to. But like, I think it's
He's
very
only got
tempting.
one bow. Like he doesn't have the power to teleport bow.
Yeah,
But
right.
I
It's
agree.
just.
He should pick someone and get them off a point.
Mm.
Yep. Yep.
I think his hammer placement is good here.
Chat reminding everyone that the Convocation leadership rerolls is only mystic attacks, so the
That's why he
PMs don't
picked it
get
up on
rerolls.
Enthrall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but on Thrall he would have had the reroll if he'd needed it.
All right. All right. We got a game, guys. We got a
Yeah,
game.
no, this is exciting. uh,
All right.
I mean, Quinn still has a hell of a lead. I still think is kind of in the driver's seat here, but I'm at least excited to see the rest of this play out, which is cool.
Yeah, I think he's got to get Blade off that portal.
That's what
Although
I would do.
I guess Zemo's just as dangerous.
Well, Zemo comes through, he drops his hammer.
Oh, that's true.
Do you know?
Zemo only has 2 powers, so he can't charge without hitting first. He's got to get Blade away from that portal.
If you push someone short away from, like, if you push his blade short away, does that?
Oh, bad move, dude.
Yeah.
Pulls him no bows through portals.
Yeah, that's not. Oh, wait a second. Are we lying? No, it's at the end. Okay, I was like, does all you got kill them at the end of their second action? But no, it is at the end of their activation. So he definitely had a window there to.
Brutal.
So I guess my question is, if he does teleport over to Blade and push Blade away, does that actually get him far enough that a bump and teleport, like, does bump get him back into interact range with that portal?
Yeah, I have no idea, but I mean, like, it costs you nothing.
Yeah, you might as well try. Absolutely, absolutely.
Blade going through the portal again. 4 damage from portals on Blade. And he went to the right portal.
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know if he has bump to that thing.
Yeah,
I think he placed these hammers really well.
He did, yes. Takes his damage.
Yeah. Zach saying he wishes he had Mysterio or martial prowess.
I guess Blade's also fighting through bitter rivals here.
Yeah, he is, so it's a 4-die attack. Yeah, without being able to pick up one of those hammers.
TTS is thinking real hard about stuff.
Yeah, TTS really on the struggle bus.
It's alright, we got through.
Oh, 5 blocks out of Voodoo.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't even matter that Blade lit it up.
Yep. Well, Blade didn't he got the 2 crits and then nothing, so.
Yeah.
It will bleed. If they remember. Voodoo's not immune to bleed or anything, right? Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, the crits have already been rolled in. Yeah.
There's the bleed. So you can start healing some of this portal damage.
Do you just go scoop up hammers here? I think you just go scoop up hammers.
I think I would, but I think he is doing Knight of the Dampier instead.
Okay. I guess he's just like full attrition now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Zach's dice have arrived.
Yep. Are they too late? We'll find out. So here's the Dampier rerolls because the target is bleeding. Still no good.
Still nothing.
I believe the 2 effects are guaranteed, though. Yeah. So now he's double bleeding, and Blade can advance medium, and has a power to scoop up a hammer. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I would have just tried to
scoop hammers and run.
Hammers, yeah. He's still got a big VP lead. But I guess if you don't put him down, scooping hammers isn't very exciting because you're just going to get possessed, right?
Oh yeah, that's fair.
What a character that Voodoo is. Yeah, so he scoots over, gets
Yeah.
a hammer. Needs to pay a power to pick up that hammer, I think. I think Blade should be on 0 if I did my math right. But
No, he gains the power from Voodoo Bleeding.
oh yeah, that's right. The Vampiric Immortality gets you power. Yep, I forget. I always just think about it as the heal. All right, yeah, players smarter than me. Not a surprise.
I mean, these are their factions. None of us play any of this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I was like, I know how Enchantress and Zemo work. Played Akoya a couple times.
Uh-huh. I played against Doctor Strange plenty.
Okay.
So I think Zach has a lot of options here.
Yeah, he really does. I think you gotta push your advantage here and try to take Zemo down.
The problem is nobody's in range to.
That's not 4 from.
No, he measured it before. He's like just
Okay.
out of 4 when he put Zemo there.
All right. I don't like that then.
Yeah, I agree. If you could double shot Zemo, you would go for that. But I think yeah. So we've got the teleport from Ancient One to get into range of Blade. Probably try to put Blade down, which I think is totally reasonable. Did I lose you, Vince? I think I may have lost Vince. Well, alright, I'll monologue until we figure out what's going on there. Yep, so measuring ranges to Blade. I assume just gonna give him some shards of the Seraphim. Apologize for the beeping. That's the Skype call trying to sort itself out. Alright. I don't know. Vince may be dead. Second attempt into Blade. Still not very exciting. I mean, I think that's okay for Zach. Obviously, he'd be happier being able to kill him, get that hammer off of him. And so now it's just Zemo or some passes left from the Midnight Suns player. Zemo charging into the fray. Alright, good blocks. 4 blocks on 3 dice is exciting to see. Oh. Welcome back, buddy.
Right. Yeah, I'm back. I was like, man, I can't hear Nate anymore.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna fill space.
Well, Skype. All right. I was doing the same thing.
All right.
Yeah, so Zemo's coming in. This first Jack didn't do much. This one did much better, but not enough to actually stop Akoya from being Akoya.
I think this bump onto the point is an interesting decision. I just Master Swordsman and Striker again and hope to make 1 power.
That was his second. I think he did 2 attacks there.
Oh, he did 2 attacks?
Yeah,
okay.
The first one just didn't do anything because Akoya.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was too distracted with technical difficulties.
Yeah, I mean, I took me a sec to figure out what was going on too, but
He has what field dressing left? Does he have a target? No, Blade only has 2 power. I think you just see if you can kill Zemo with a Koye.
I mean, yeah, Zach still has Voodoo, Strange, and Okoye to go.
Yeah. He's worried about being counter-struck to death.
I mean, that's a fair consideration.
I've seen Zemo use that so little that I forget he has it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can fall asleep on that one. And it's not like a great thing, but when it pays off, and this is like the ideal situation for it.
Here comes the thrust. This is. He forgot the leadership defense, but oh well. They gave it to him.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was nice of Quinn.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think Zach should have asked, but
Eh.
Whatever.
Yep.
I have feelings about this stuff.
I'll save it for the
All
podcast.
Right. Yeah, see if you can get the wild here for the spear thrust and all the damage.
Yeah, he's got 2 crits to explode. He's got a Okoye reroll coming too.
Wild here is big. Instead, he's just picking up crits.
Yeah, I mean, Zemo reroll back at him. All right, Zemo takes 3, gets a chance to counter strike.
I don't think you counter strike here.
Why not?
I think you save it for Master Swordsman. Try to live. You're worth too many points. Like, because Zemo lives there, that's 2 points.
Oh, right, because Okoye's not even contesting, right? Because she's injured, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you get. But
oh, he's not even doing that, though.
All right. He believes in himself.
Yeah, I guess so.
So far, good choice. Zach needs this reroll from turn into action.
Oh, just barely off that wild. Well, I guess it wouldn't have done anything.
Here's the counter strike, because why not at this point?
Yeah.
Crits and wild steal damage.
Kills him.
Boom!
Oh, no, wait.
Doesn't kill him because he got the reroll.
He let him rewind the reroll.
Yep. That was rough.
Yeah, it's
not what he wanted to see out of Okoye.
Oh, Voodoo's going to try to chase down Zemo instead. Going through the portal. Does not go to the right one.
I don't know if... Well,
like, I mean, if he can get to the right portal, he gets to, like, force Zemo to drop the hammer and then swing at him.
Yeah. So I think he's looking to see, can he just walk? Because he doesn't want to gamble on a second portal trap, which I think makes sense to me. So he's just going to double walk. He's probably just going to throw him.
Is he on 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
And try to throw him somewhere outside of 2 to make the smack back. Oh, chat pointing out that the second attack from Okoye was probably a spear blast, so that he couldn't Master Swordsman even if he wanted to.
Oh. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, well there's the bonk, there's a daze. Yeah, I like that from Voodoo. It's obviously not the ideal path you want to get there, but you got the 2 points out of it, because Okoye is still standing.
Yeah, I guess if you go to the right one, you just swing twice and see if you get it.
Yeah, like you can do it a little more efficiently, but the goal was still achieved. So I've just got a Strange left. I assume it's going to try to scoop up this hammer and then shoot a blade.
Mhm.
That's a hell of a gunshot to put into blade.
Yeah, I'm really worried about whether his strange is going to be is going to get to activate again because he's going to heal him to full, but
Yeah, it's a party of fools over there, and I would be shocked to see Siege of Darkness not happen next turn.
he has right. He flipped over Ironbound books.
Yes.
I assume indicating that it's active, but that he can play it because of the Enchantress KO.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, that's true. Because you get it back even if you kill your own stuff.
Yeah, where it had gotten flipped over, I had just assumed that like Quinn was trying to read it or something.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
But I think it's actually just like he has the card again.
Okay, so Strange just walking to get points rather than shoot blade.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I would have shot blade, I think.
Because blade's worth points too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like if you daze blade, you get a hammer off of him, and that's worth
7 dice, reroll all. I think is likely to kill
damage?
blade.
Yeah.
And especially because it's not this one that blade can reroll his defenses against.
Mm-hmm. But that's a bigger point swing. Alright, because instead of you scoring 1, it's you scoring 1 and your opponent scoring 1 less, so it'd be
Yeah.
a tie game.
But I guess dice is involved.
Yeah, that's.
And he forgets to heal strange here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe he thinks he needs the power for defense boost and stuff, but I would have taken the heal.
Yeah, I would have taken the heal too. Like 2 hit points is definitely better than a reroll.
So here's Ironbound Books being paid for again.
Again? Yeah.
Why not? I think he should flip the leadership. Maybe the bump doesn't get him anywhere to safety.
No, it doesn't. I think he's just on.
I think we're stuck in, yeah.
I think he just needs the rerolls for the rest of the game. Because I don't think he can ever leave the points because of the way the score is.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Every VP from here on out. It's gonna be a huge deal.
Like if he was leading, I think you can put it on the other side and tax his actions, but man, I would really like the blade activation if you had all you got here.
Yeah, I mean, with Siege and how many Midnight Suns are up there, he probably doesn't need all you've got.
Yeah, I think you just play Siege of Darkness here, and you just see how it goes, and then decide what you're activating.
Here's the Bitter Rivals. Koi? Yeah, all right.
I guess he's going to try to kill Voodoo?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I mean, where else are you going to put Bitter Rivals, I guess, at this point? All right, like the top point, Zach doesn't have anything good to Bitter Rivals, so...
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah,
I guess this is as good as it's going to get.
Yep. Because Siege doesn't have to be during a turn. Yeah, Siege before you decide who to activate. So I think you absolutely Siege here and see what comes out the other side.
Yeah, see like where you need to like tap it in.
Mm-hmm. Because Siege might just kill it
Like,
should kill Ancient. Here it is. Yep.
Like if Siege kills Ancient One and like could put Strange in danger. Like it's not inconceivable that Siege kills Ancient One and Strange here, and then you just have Zemo try to finish off Voodoo, and then you just win the game.
I think that's asking a lot for it to kill both.
I don't know, like yeah.
But I think you could kill Ancient One and reel in Strange, so that your activation kills Strange.
Yeah, I think that's true too.
That's what I would expect here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think you do the other Midnight set, like you do Blade or Voodoo first. Yeah, okay. They have all paid for it.
And he definitely should have gone for Blade, because if he gets it, he also blanks field dressing.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So I think this is Strange shooting Strange, which I think I would have saved for later, but maybe he thinks Strange is actually the priority to kill here.
Well, I mean, it lets other attacks go at Strange, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. So that's a hell of an attack from Quinn. He's back in form.
Well, I actually think you want to kill Strange here because it makes your likelihood to kill Ancient One way better because you get hammers.
Yeah, good call. Yep, they know what they're doing. I assume yeah, think about
Oh,
the,
this
here's
is
the
a
higher value.
hella greedy reroll.
It is, but I think he needs some greed here. Lost
Of
one.
course.
Oh, leadership reroll.
Nope.
Nothing. I think it is slightly greedy, but I think Zach is still like his last turn was good, but I think he's still behind overall
Yeah,
in
I
the
think he's
Egyptian
still in.
clan.
He's in tons of trouble now.
Yeah, so I think rolling greed is totally a reasonable choice. I would have.
Oh.
Yeah, there's the gunshot, drag Strange in.
No, I think I don't. I think you just admit that Strange is dead, and you try to make it make as much effort as possible because Ancient, like he's still got field dressing up, and the only thing he can play it on is Strange.
Yeah, but I think he's trying to like protect the hammers as long as he can.
Yeah, I guess. I just think that 3 blocks even on 7 dice is like.
I don't know. I can see it with the reroll, any reroll one. This is, I assume, a Moon Knight gunshot into Strange.
Blocks all. Hits
Blocks
the rapid
all.
fire.
Yep. Strange is going to keep paying for more defense because he's got the power to do that. Again, a very unexciting roll for Moon Knight.
And blocks it all again.
Yep.
All right.
He's going to use the leadership, I bet, to fish for a shield. No. But worth a try. Alright, halfway through the siege.
All right. He's still hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
Blade attacking Strange.
Strange. Continuing to
Boosting
pay.
again.
Yeah. Alright, Mystic Katana. I always forget it's a Mystic Katana. Alright, yeah, good roll. No pierce. Blocks it all, gains the power from the shield.
Lead from the katana. Now Voodoo into Strange. Oh man, if Strange lives here, disaster.
Yeah. If you're cheering for Zack, that's what you want to see. Yeah, Strange should be bleeding here.
They said it. I just don't think they marked it.
Oh, okay. If they said it, then I'm not worried about it. I keep forgetting you get to hear more than me.
Yeah. Hopefully they catch it. Oh man,
Ooh.
Zach's dice are showing up. What is going on here? Okay, I think he just treated Strange as reroll any or instead of all, but he didn't pick up anything. So,
Yeah.
oh no, this was an attack into Ancient One.
Okay.
With a boosted from Strange.
Got it. Yep. Okay.
Or without.
No, yeah, that would not be a boost because the Ancient One just has good Mystic. Interesting that Voodoo would attack there and not punch Strange.
Voodoo is activating, and I think he's going to make Strange drop the tokens. Ooh, okay, bumping. Oh, he's just throwing Strange.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he left him on 1 health and decided the throw from Voodoo would get him, so might as well take a free shot into
right, and then
Ancient One.
You get to pick up both, and you get to take some swings into Ancient One.
Yep. Man, Bump is a good leadership.
Yeah, no kidding, dude.
That's a real smart play. So now it's 7 dice versus 5 into Ancient One. She's got rerolls, but
Whoo boy, 5 blocks.
All right.
His dice are really trying to bail him out here. They're like,
absolutely.
sorry, we showed up so late to the party, but here now, keeping him in the game.
That one's kind of rough. He's got 3 rerolls, leadership, and whatever her reroll ability is called. All right,
picks up 2.
Yep.
Taking 1.
What is your rerolls? Oh, right. Keeper of the Eye of Agamotto. Yeah. All right. med pack.
And Medpack on Blade.
Makes sense to me. What does Zach do here?
I think you gotta activate Ancient One here, right?
Yeah. Yes. And I guess try to.
Yeah. I think you gotta try to, and then you gotta. I think you gotta try to kill Strange.
Yeah, the problem is just like the things he wants to kill aren't the things holding hammers.
I think you try to kill Strange, and then you try to jump to within 2 of uh, your Strange and Thread and Field Dressing.
Yeah, but then I think Enemy Strange undoes that pretty easily. Yes, I think
No,
you're right.
because if you kill this,
Yeah,
if
you're
you
gonna
kill his Strange.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. You're in a lot of trouble all over the place.
Yep, and then Zach, I think, is going to be in the tank for a little bit here.
Yeah, this is an game's been an absolute bloodbath.
Yep.
Spender into Strange.
Yep.
We boosted the defense.
Yep.
Man, if he had remembered the heal on Strange, oh boy, he'd be in such good shape.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should. I assume you were taking good notes to ask questions of the players when this game is over, and we should ask about that.
Yes, you've been able to hear the click clack of my keyboard this entire time of all the notes I'm taking.
I mean, I'm busy streaming, so you got to pull your weight. Ooh. Not a good roll from either of them, but
One and stagger on Strange.
Stagger's nice, but
Alright. I remembering his leadership reroll now.
mm-hmm.
They're now remembering to mark the bleed on this with a judge interrupt.
Okay, yeah.
They said it, they just didn't mark it.
Yeah, yeah. It's not optional and all that good stuff, so makes sense.
Plus, it's relevant because Blade can heal off of it even though the character's dazed.
Yep. So that only did 1 damage.
And since field dressing's on the table, although I guess Strange can just heal himself, so maybe it's not that relevant. But
hey, still should mark stuff. Oh man, what does Ancient One do now?
yeah, Ancient One needs to one-shot Blade or Strange with a strike.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, he's just in tons and tons of trouble.
Oh yeah. While you're compiling notes, we should ask about that Akoi activation.
Yeah, that's the only thing I have written down.
Hell yeah, we're so good at this. So yeah, Zach again thinking what's his best way back into this. Faced with a lot of bad options, I think. But here's a strike.
Oh boy.
God. Okay.
All right, so that's all blocks.
Yeah.
Ancient One getting nothing done.
Zemo's gonna try to clean up the bottom of the map. Steel Russian someone here.
Yeah, into Voodoo, but Voodoo's is affected by Bitter. Oh, he doesn't care.
All right, Ironbound. Yeah, I mean, maybe Ironbound books can save the day here.
Maybe. Voodoo already bleeding. Zeebles, you got to move in with this thing. Oh man. So doesn't take the move off the steel rush.
Maybe that wasn't a steel rush. Maybe that was a.
Maybe.
I think he's within 2 of both, so it could have just been Master Swordsman. I wasn't paying enough attention to the dice rolls. Oof.
Oh, well, good night, Okoye. But Bitter Rival's off the board. Now he can hit back hard. He's going to bump onto the play.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Man, bump.
Good leadership, dude.
Yeah. It's the
Blade
best part
is
of
an okay.
Suns.
Yeah. Blade is like a totally serviceable 4-pointer. And, but it has an insane leadership.
Yeah, I think Midnight Suns are an insane leadership and great cards attached to a totally acceptable but unexciting leader. Which is a good place to be.
Mm-hmm. Like, and his like bleed mechanic is cool.
Yeah.
It's just not like the character's just like he's a middle of the road 4. Which
right.
is fine.
Yeah.
Like I think you play like him anywhere he's affiliated.
But, Ironbound Books comes back if there's another turn.
Pass coming out of Zach here.
Yep, there's Ironbound Books refreshing.
I think Ironbound Books is going to be up for the rest of the game.
We might not go another turn here.
That doesn't make my statement any less true.
That's all right. You know what?
All right, power on Moon Knight from multiple personalities.
Okay. Yeah. Ironbound Books refreshing is optional, by the way. So if you forget about that, the judge can't give it back to you. So all Convocation players need to be up on their game when tracking the books. So Moon Knight's going. He remembered his personality, got a bonus power, bumping up into range, and then I assume trying to whack Ancient One with his staff.
No, he's going through the portal. He's going to try to put Voodoo down.
Yep, that's smarter.
I don't think so.
If he puts Voodoo down, he wins the game.
Does he?
He's going to have 4 hammers.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Well, I just think if he puts Ancient One down, he wins the game just a turn later.
That's true, but I don't blame him for trying to seal it up. An Ancient One's not going anywhere. Reroll, because this is the staff, lets you reroll any. 3 hits.
Gets a power, takes 2.
Zach's doing his leadership reroll, doesn't get anything out of it.
Picks up a power.
Oh, yeah, fair. Okay. So I think you Avatar here? Yep.
Surprised that was a staff. But I guess I think he's just worried about the defense, I guess.
Yeah, well, like, if you get to random your way into a stagger, that's pretty sweet here, too. Why is Moon Knight rerolling?
What does the Avatar of Khonshu do?
Just a big 7 dice with a push. I mean, I don't think the reroll turned anything, so it doesn't matter. But 1 damage to Voodoo. Gets a push.
Right,
and then has to place within 1. So, that's kind of like a stagger, right? With the bleed on there, Voodoo's got hard choices. Oh!
I think Voodoo doesn't have...
The Zemo bubble gave him the reroll on the spender.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Thanks, chat.
I think you shake bleed, walk to his guy, and try to drop the...
And then just die.
I mean, like, you just hope that you live through the 1 strange shot.
Blade has yet to activate. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I think you're still right that if he doesn't do that, Quinn is just going to win on scenario. So I think you have to go make Voodoo drop his hammers.
Yeah, and then you, yeah,
I mean, he's got the power to walk, possess, pick up the hammers, and still be able to put the shields back up when Blade and Strange attack him. So,
man, he's just in. I think this is just over.
yeah, I don't see a field dressing here that gets
I
him.
mean, I think you walk and you play field dressing. I don't know.
I don't think he
I
has
don't
the.
even know what you do then.
Yeah.
Wait, because he can't play field dressing and possess because he's holding the hammer.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess he could advanced R&D a power to him off Ancient One. I think he's just done so, dude. Maybe. Oh wow, Spender into Moon Knight. I think you walk, make Voodoo drop his things, pick them up, try to one-shot Blade.
So, ooh, there's a hit. For chat, you can possess voodoo, right? If you read
Oh
possession
no,
in spirit,
no. I thought it was ruled that like they can't ever have somebody else's Brother Daniel token, right?
they cannot have the Brother Daniel token, but the dropping of things happens before you move the Brother Daniel. Like if you read possession, the third sentence says the
Mm.
enemy character drops all objective tokens, then you move the Brother Daniel. So I believe I saw it ruled that if you possess a voodoo, he drops his stuff, but then the token doesn't go anywhere. But somebody should check the forums. I think I saw that in the forums.
It's like that's like best case scenario for Voodoo.
Yeah.
Shook bleed.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, well,
You got the kill you wanted.
Strange. Strange going through the portal.
Makes sense.
Fails to go through the right portal.
Probably just tries again, I think.
Yeah, I think he just tries again.
Or maybe just walks and shoots.
Or no, it's got to be bump. He was staggered.
Oh, yeah.
I think you just try again.
Yeah, I think so.
That bump is
Checking to
that
see
bump
if
is too close.
Yeah, it looked out to me. Though again, I bet Quinn has a better eye for that than I do.
He's doing bump just to check, and then if he's out, he's just going to go for
Oh,
the portal.
sure, yeah. I mean, why not? It's free to check. He's got plenty of power to do all this. Yeah, no dice.
No dice, but they're pointing out that they think he just has game anyway. Because Zach's activated out. He's got 3 hammers, right? And he has
the bottom portal, and Blade can go stand on the top portal.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 5.
Okay, cool. I was correct on the voodoo thing. Possessing voodoo is funny shenanigan times.
Yeah, I think that's what you had to do. So we can talk about.
Yeah, Strange making attacks just because he can, I guess, at this point. Eye of Agamotto into a much better attack, kills a voodoo, grabs the hammer. Extremely sealed up. Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it, right? That turn one was just so good for Midnight Suns that we knew Convocation would need a good crack pack and then some to be able to stabilize from there. And got the crack back, but didn't get the extra sauce to make that happen.
Yeah, I do think Zach made quite a few mistakes. Like that Okoye one is just glaring.
Yeah, I'm very curious to hear what they have to say about that.
Right, that Okoye one, the Strange not dazing Blade.
Yeah,
because that's one less
healing.
point.
Yeah. So we'll give them a couple. I mean, you're in there.
Do we have anything?
so you can let us know when it's time to hop over with the stream. But yeah, chat, the possession on a voodoo is very weird, and I only noticed it because I just like looking at the rules for him from time to time when I'm bored at work. Oh.
All right, they are talking about the game. Let me see if I can get this going correctly. All right, hopefully this lets me. You may be hearing me twice when we
No,
hop over.
I have Discord totally muted, so you're free to.
But I mean, when we hop in.
Oh, well, I'm gonna hang up Skype once I hop over, but you just let me know when it's time to hop.
We can. I think we can hop over.
Okay, let's do it.
Jump onto the point, possess you, and pick up the hammer, which is just
Yep.
Because I got a skull. I think I got a skull and a sap in that roll as well.
You did. Yeah.
What are we doing, guys?
You were sitting on like 6 or 7 power.
Yeah. I believe the stream boys have joined us.
Yes, you're,
Hello.
you're on stream now. You are live to the whole internet.
So I shouldn't say fuck.
I mean, you can if you want. I don't care.
No, they're virgin ears.
You're gonna be
All right,
demonetized.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we're on Nate's and not mine. All right. Do you want me just to take the reins here?
Yeah, go for it.
But so unfortunately, most of my questions are going to be for Zach.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I don't know, I think it's easier just like to wring value out of talking about mistakes than it is, I don't know, talking about things that went well or being like,
yeah,
well
talking about
whatever.
dice doing good isn't
Not the best radio.
So like obviously he started off and like had an unbelievable first turn, especially with like voodoo. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing there, so you come up and you just like absolutely dunk Enchantress, and you choose to put the possession token on her.
Yep.
Chat wanted to know why you didn't go for the bugle throw there to just daze her.
Effectively, I didn't actually think of it, but also I think if I actually had thought of it, I still would have taken the same course of action. Probably just on impulse, I did what I did. Effectively, leaving that bugle there gave me ammunition that no one on Zach's team could use later on. Like Voodoo could come in and use it potentially, but Voodoo was like way over on the other side of the board, and if he was coming in on the portal and probably was going to be a bit dodgy on range.
Makes sense.
Okay, and then turn 2's going like not great off the jump for Zach. Zach, is there a reason you didn't open with Ironbound Books on turn 2?
I wasn't super worried about physical attacks that round, because it's really just Moon Knight and Zemo. Zemo was kind of all the way in the back, and he was going to be making at most one attack. I didn't think there was a siege coming, so I wasn't expecting too many attacks out of Moon Knight. Mm-hmm. And the way my power was kind of situated, I knew that I would likely get more value out of it round 3 than round 2.
Mm-hmm.
And especially round 3 with the way that when I end up in a situation like that where I think it's going to be sort of like middling value on a certain round, then I prefer to save for later, not just because of the value I'll get out of like the increased number of attacks, but also because I'll be more likely to have a character probably KO'd that round and immediately get it back and be able to keep it rolling, rather than have like a weird gap in my books coverage.
Yeah, that's like one of the things about like Convocation is if they wait till they have a character dazed to play books, there's a good chance they get to just have books up for the rest of the game.
Yep.
Instead of having to sit a weird turn out where the lines have definitely met.
Yep.
And then, so like, I can't remember what Quinn does with Activation 1, but then I know that I think he like dazes Strange or is it?
I believe
Or
my
he
first
dazes
activation,
Enchantress.
it was
Yeah.
Moon Knight. He thrown Crescent's Enchantress, dazed her, got the crit up to do the move, and then did some shots into Ancient One.
Yep.
Yeah, and he put like Ancient One down to 4 hit points, and then you go and
Yeah.
you just attack Strange with a Koei. I was very surprised you didn't activate on that side of the board. Do you want to talk about that?
I really thought Ancient One, when she's staring down all Mystic attackers, I really thought she would survive an activation. And hopefully take enough damage to, well, not just survive, but take a couple of damage and be able to field dress Enchantress to go. And then Enchantress does her beam thing round 2. I didn't think, and especially Ancient One's attacks over there at that point weren't going to be super high value given the targets, because I mean, Mystic, just the 5-die Mystic Builder into 6 dice on Voodoo and 4 dice reroll any on Blade are not doing me a whole lot at that point, so I figured if I was going to stall an activation, which kind of felt like the move with where everyone was positioned, then I wanted to stall with a Koei. But yeah, I don't know. That probably wasn't the best. But it was mostly just I wanted to save everyone else's activations for later.
All right, and then rewinding a bit, Quinn, why don't you have all you got in your roster?
Because I'm above it. No, I really like having like field dressing and med pack and Suns just because it effectively my core for Suns is a 13 threat core, which is obviously exceptionally expensive, but it's Blade, Strange, and Voodoo, and effectively like I can do a bunch of attrition-y stuff by taking out models, but also I've got healing from Strange. I've got Blade who can heal as well. And then field dressing and med pack on top of that just mean that I can weather far greater storms than anyone else. And like obviously all you got is probably getting there have been many calls for it to be banned at various points. I mean, but like it's just not something that gels with my son's playstyle. I do use it a fair bit, like in other factions. I was at a tournament yesterday. I used it on Scarlet Witch in Brotherhood, like 4 out of 4 games.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's a real good fair card.
Yeah.
Very balanced.
So on the turn where you managed to kind of turn it back into a game, Zach,
Yeah.
you had like towards the very end of the turn, you had Strange, and he just like walked to this portal.
Like he walked,
Yes.
picked up a hammer, and
Campaign.
then walked to the portal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And Blade is sitting there on 2 health, and you're holding 2 hammers. You like walk, pick up your hammer to get your second hammer, and you walk to the portal instead of shooting Blade.
Yeah, the reasoning for that was Quinn's got priority there, and Voodoo has 10 power. And if I'm standing directly next to Voodoo, then Voodoo just opens up, steals my 2 hammers, and then kills someone. Me dazing Blade at that point is probably not really going to make that much of a difference to the overall game there because I still don't have priority. And Blade is then just going to have more power, and I'm unlikely to KO him with who's left on the board and where they are. So it was really just to try to keep the hammers away from Voodoo.
Yeah, okay. So you're just going to hand it straight back to him.
Right, because it's like with moving him, if Voodoo wants the hammers, he has to at least take an action to get them.
Did you think about, instead of walking up to the hammer and walking away, walking over and trying to kill Blade and grab his hammer and be far away from Voodoo?
I didn't, but I also don't think because my Strange was somewhere over here.
Yeah.
Blade is like over here.
Yeah, and I think
So
Yeah.
I would have had to get
And
Like-
Voodoo has moved actually, because Voodoo was slightly over here.
Yeah, your voodoo is over there, but it's like if I do that, I'm also well. I only get one attack with 6 dice to try to do like 4 damage, and I'm not on the portal, so I'm adding a lot more dice to it, and I'm giving up a point.
Blade was only on 2 health.
It was on 2 because I.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Still, yeah. I just didn't think that.
Portals.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think that the days on Blade would actually give me a whole lot of value there.
Fair enough. What
Here,
else do I?
I got one from
Yeah, go
Chad
ahead.
for Quinn.
Yep.
So Quinn, for your next round, would you rather face Sooner Sam Spam or Dizzard Spider Foes?
Oh, Dizzard 100%. I hate playing Sam so much.
So say we all.
Like, the thing I hate most about playing Sam is just it feels like the games take forever.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
like
do, because every Sam Spam player is the slowest player alive. Play on a clock, I'll watch you lose the clock.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of time of them resolving their leadership and then activating all of their models that are more than yours.
the thing that really annoys me is it makes my activations longer as well because they think about the thing they're moving, which then in my head means that I think I'm playing slow when I'm not.
Yeah, I think everyone would rather play against Spider Foes than against Sam.
Yeah.
There's also, like, Bump is really good into Sinister Traps.
Yeah, because I move in, he runs away, I then bump, and I'm in range again.
Yep.
Then I stab his face off.
Oh, not even Mysterio. Like, you can move in, trigger the traps, and then bump to still get on the objective, or like move bump to the trap. Yeah, yeah. Like it doesn't deny the objective as much as.
It's been so long since I've played foes. Like I remember
sure.
like, the last time I played with foes, I completely forgot I had Sinister Traps in my 5 and just didn't play
it. And that's the worst, because if you forget it at the beginning of the game, you don't have another window to play it later.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, great, I'm playing with 4 tactics cards.
Oh, okay. So I have 2 more questions for Zach. I don't know how entertaining they're going to be, but when you played Enchantresses and you went for you like spent all your actions to kill everybody and then you picked her up off the board.
Yeah.
Did you consider going through portals and bowing people?
I didn't. No, I didn't remember that was a thing I could do. Short answer.
Yeah, no, that's
Fair
like
enough.
watching this game, we both forgot about the portals a couple times, and then you guys went through the portals. It's like, oh yeah, that's a really smart thing to do, right? Like, this scenario opens up a lot of options that are easy to forget about if you don't have enough reps on it.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed the extra blade mobility. Like he took like 1 million damage from them. Like, he's making
After the 3rd one, I kept count.
But yeah, he got to be everywhere on this board, which was really cool to see. Yeah, I like this
like
one
he
a lot.
just sort of hopped around, like poked people, and like I think the first like in round 2, he just like jumped through, stabbed someone, they died. Jumped through, stabbed Okoye, they died as well. It was like, oh, cool, that's not what I expected.
It's like
it is a really fun crisis.
Also, like, I think this might just be good for Suns because of Blade. Like, if Blade jumps through, stabs someone, they get bleed, right? He heals the one he just took.
Yeah, that's another thing. Also, typically, if I'm playing hammers, I don't tend to put hammer on blade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure.
Unless someone, like, drops it, because usually it's either Strange or Voodoo on a flank, and then Moon Knight in the middle, because Moon Knight with a hammer is gross.
Yeah.
So, do you guys know the, like, Voodoo putting the token on Voodoo interaction?
Yeah, I was aware of it. I think Zach was as well.
Yep, that's why I think that's why we kept our Voodoos away from each other on deployment.
So, I know this is, like, super small in the end. Like, your odds to win the game are super small, right, when you're activating Voodoo there.
The
But
very
I
first
was...
activation you got.
Yeah. What I wanted to see you do was like walk up to his voodoo, make him drop his 2 things, and then shake your bleed.
I mean, he couldn't.
Well, I was thinking about doing that, and I realize now that I
Yeah, I
can't do
think
that because it's against the rules.
You verbalized that, and I was like, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yes,
But
you
yeah,
Why is that against?
You can't,
Why is,
guys.
Yeah, so
why is that against the
Voodoo-
rules?
Voodoo can't have a Brother
Yeah.
Daniel token
so-
on him that didn't start on him.
we
Voodoo
checked the rules
specifically
form
says-
on this. If you read Possession, the 3rd sentence is the one that say you drop all objective tokens. The 4th sentence is when Brother Daniel token happens. So if you possess an enemy voodoo, they drop their stuff, but then the token stays on your voodoo. So you can still make voodoos drop stuff. And this has been ruled
Oh.
on in the forums.
Oh, that.
Oh. Well, anyway,
I'm glad
that
you told me that, mate. I'm glad
Yeah.
you told me that.
Yeah, our chat learned that one too. They were all like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, I just happened to see that in the forum the
Yeah.
other day when I was browsing. I was like, oh, sick. That's going to get
Oh,
someone by
that's it.
surprise.
That just makes him even more disgusting. Even
Yeah.
though, like,
yeah.
oh,
So Vince, that had been my plan earlier in the round, but then once he was on 1 health and bleeding, he would have just he could have done that, walked up there, scattered the hammers, but then he has 3 actions between Blade and Strange to just pick the hammers up again.
Blade needs to devote an action to punching Ancient One and getting power, though, because he's got nothing.
Oh, sure.
Still, I get one of them, and then I think I still end up winning because I was 2 VPs over what I needed. So 1 less hammer and 1 less portal still gets it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't.
But that had been in my
have
mind
any.
at the beginning of the round.
Yeah, we mostly just want to share that voodoo tech because a lot of people don't seem to know that one.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there was going into the final turn, right? The turn before the final turn, you put Strange on the middle portal with 2 damage on him and 5 power, and I was very surprised you didn't heal Strange. Right? He can heal himself, right?
Yeah, he can.
I actually did wonder about that myself as well.
Yeah, that was just a case of me kind of forgetting about it.
Yeah, fair enough, man. It's early in the morning and an hour earlier than we intended. Really should get rid of daylight savings time.
We really should.
It all worked out, though.
All right, guys. I think that's everything I've got. Nate, you got anything else?
No, that's everything I had written down.
Do you want to sign off or tell everybody to listen to Size 3 Taco Truck?
Yeah, I mean, if you liked listening to Vince and I banter and talk shit, you should check out our podcast, Alfredo Size 3 Taco Talk. Thanks to Quinn and Zach for letting us do this. It was a lot of fun to stream it.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for doing it.
We got to stream one of the non-Sam Spam matches. We got real lucky with the draw here.
One of the few.
Yeah.
The only one this round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a hell of a game.
We're the real heroes here.
Exactly. I'll go back.
Yeah. Great game, Quinn. And now, given that you beat me, I'm counting on you to win the whole thing.
Oh god, don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, the interesting thing is, if Dizzard wins his game against Suda and Sploosh wins his games, I kind of have a Sam free run to the final potentially.
Hell yeah.
That's the dream.
That's the dream. Get lucky during seeding and just don't play Sam.
What you need to
How
do is
many-
you need to...
Oh, go ahead,
Jack.
Vince. Oh, I was going to say,
You need
how
to-
many times... All right, I'm shutting up.
Okay. You need to just win the whole thing and then be like, see? All you got doesn't need banned.
Oh, go the cookie level trolling. I love it.
We can play in this hell meta for the rest of time. It's just everybody plays all you've got. And, for some reason... the one player that didn't play it manages to win a big event. They're like, nah, it's still fine.
I feel like it's fate, smiling upon me for being a better person.
Yeah, Quinn, how many times did you play against Sam during the Swiss?
I played them once against Art. I managed
Okay.
to dodge a lot of them, because there were a fair few in Europe, I think.
You're a lucky man. I played
I
them
am.
4 times.
Jesus. I mean, as I said during the course of this game, I'd rather be lucky than good Zach.
Oh no! Because I played a couple practice games for this matchup, and in all three of them, I think I had at least one point just phenomenal, absurd dice.
So you burnt them all out before the big day.
Exactly. I used them all up, and yeah, that's the best strategy: is just roll good dice.
Yeah.
That was my secret tech.
I mean, I tell people all the time when I'm playing events, like when they're complaining about losing, I'm just like, roll better.
Yeah.
Roll better.
Yeah. Look, I mean, anyone can do it, so why aren't you doing it? Yeah.
It worked for me yesterday. I won my first IRL tournament.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Tiny golf clap.
All right, guys.
All right.
I think with that, we've been a size 3 Discord stream. Or Twitch stream. There we go.
All right, thanks, everyone.
Later, guys.
Yeah, cheers.